Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. Yes, I have my other ears on because I was like, I don't feel like taking my plaits out. But first things first. Wait, what did I do? I did hello. Anyway, if you have not done so already for this review, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I did not say all this goodness and stuff. Send to yourselves. I didn't say this is the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta season, whatever, episode, whatever you see it in the thumbnail. Boom. Okay. Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. You can follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Okay. Let's get it started. Y'all know I've been cutting and pasting my reviews because as I'm watching, I'm reviewing. Because sometimes my response, I need it right when it's happening. And it's a little bit quicker. Anyway, so we see Eva. Eva still ain't dropped that baby. Eva's still pregnant. She's sitting around, laying around, eating ice. Okay, that's what it was. She's on bed rest because Dr. Jackie does not want her to go into preterm labor. Eva, every season, her storyline has been either I ain't got no money or I'm pregnant. I need something else from Eva. I don't know what I need, but I need it to be something else besides I'm pregnant and tired and aggravated, or I'm aggravated because they think I ain't got no money. I just need something different if she gonna come back for another season, okay? And I'm like, where's she at that she FaceTime her husband telling him to call her to let her know to get her advice on how to dress the kids. I'm like, hey, is he not in the house? Is y'all living in two different houses? Are you bedridden in someone else's house? I'm confused, but that's all it was by Eva. And we then see Cynthia's at home reading Mike's book, okay? The pre-release copy of Mike's book, and she's reading. And it seemed like she's focusing on, or people are focusing on, in his book, he discusses and talks about and examines him being a cheater. Okay, he's been a cheater his whole life. He cheated in relationships, in his marriages, and all of that. Okay, and Cynthia's like, this is gonna be my second marriage, and I don't want, to get divorced again or whatever. So, like, Arcus Mike is there too. Are you really ready, to be faithful to me? And he like, well, I have someone who gives me everything I want and everything I need, everything I desire. So if I mess up, it's all on me. I'm like, but that wasn't the question, Mike. The question was, are you ready to be faithful? I mean, yeah, I am. But I can't predict the future. I would have accepted that. But I'm like, he didn't really say, I don't know. So Cynthia feel like they don't know how to communicate because they don't know how to argue. He does not like arguing because, as he said, I ain't got time for that shit. So if it's like an argument or disagreement, he likes to leave and walk away like, you know what, I can't do this. Where she like, I'm a stayer. I'm going to stay. Well, we see that, Cynthia, we see. So she wants them to go to counseling so they can learn how to communicate before they get married. And I think all couples who get married should have pre-marriage counseling. And I feel like to ask him now if he ready to be faithful. You ain't asked that question when y'all was dating? I would have been wondering, girl. I don't know. And there was fussing about not knowing how to argue or how they both argue differently. I still feel like that stuff y'all should look. You need to argue in the beginning before you get engaged. Okay, so we then see Nene girl, Kenya and Candy is planning a kickball event for all the ladies to come play what? Kickball, kick some balls, and stuff. So we see all the ladies texting Candy if they can or can't make it. Tanya says she's out of town, so she can't make it. Nene then says she's not coming since it's also Kenya's event. I'm like, that's so petty. So we see Candy FaceTime Kenya, and she's like, well, so-and-so's coming and so-and-so's coming or whatever, but Nene says she not coming, honey, because you didn't come to her event but for 7 minutes, and she upset about that, so she don't want to come. And then Kenya like, well, girl, I don't like. I'm like, why? Y'all too old for this shit. I don't care. Oh, God. And then Kenya in her house with her nipples out. I'm looking like, look, if the cameras is around, put on some pasties. Like, I don't have a bra on right now, but y'all didn't go see no nipples. Why are you letting your nipples pop out and you're filming? put some pasties on your nipples, okay? That's just common courtesy. Anyway, over at Nene's house, she talking to Gregg, and I can't believe, first of all, with Nene's house, I laughed to myself because Alex, Alex Rogers, his own IG page, not IG, his own of YouTube, he always jokes and say how Nene house is bare, and I'm like, damn, it do look bare, it do sound bare. It's like a little echo or whatever. It could just be a huge house, but it do seem like it's not lived in. I think it's weird when people don't even have like sugar or like just nothing on the countertops. I'm like, where's your sugar tank? Where's the salt and pepper shakers? Where's the big spoon and the big fork? I'm just wondering. Anyway, she brings up how, first of all, her forehead, look at this girl. Her forehead and her wig is not getting along right now. I feel like Nene, somebody put that wig down too far on your head because, no, a drag girl. I don't like when people forehead and their wig don't get along. And right now her wig is not getting along. But I digress. Anyway, she brings up how, Kenya came to my event. She only stayed 7 minutes. How dare somebody come for 7 minutes? Who cares? Y'all don't like each other. I would not invite someone I don't like anywhere. And yes, she stayed 7 minutes because you were 2.5 hours late for your own event. So let's move on. Gregg thing brings up how, Mark invited me to a charity event that he's having because it's for like to help, young men or whatever. And he also brought up how they maybe have like a little couples night. So Nene do say like, well, Kenya posted the event on her social media, whatever. She tagged Gregg, didn't tag me. I feel like she didn't tag you because she don't like you and you don't like her. But her husband gets along with your husband, so it's fine, in my opinion, that she tagged him. Because it's her husband's event, her husband's with you. She ain't gotta tag you. She don't like you. You don't like her. I digress. Okay. We then see. She then says, "Oh, and how dare they have a couple's night? Everyone knows that me and you started the whole couple's night. How dare they?" I'm like, bitch, you don't own the licensing to a couple's night. Couple's night just means me and my spouse or my person is gonna hang out with other people and their people. No one owns that shit. Nene. Get you, old girl. Nene, shut up. Period. Okay, so we then see the whole kickball game, okay, because Candy and Kenya playing the kickball game, and it was Candy, Cynthia, Portia, Kenya, Eva, Marlo, Shamia, Mallory. Eva brought a friend to help play for her because she's pregnant, okay. Now, since, I know something about kicking balls. Now, we know she kicked Portia the stomach in that fight on that boat a couple seasons ago. But for the most part, they all look great. Where's the picture, okay? We see all the ladies there. Was somebody cut off? I don't know. So yeah, we see they all went and had a good little time. All had their toes pointed. Y'all know I'm a pointed toe girl too, whatever. But we see them all right there having some fun, okay? So for the most part, they had a great time. It was two teams, Kenya's team and Candy's team. Now, Candy's team lost. Okay, Candy's team lost. Kenya's team won. She won from 10-3 because it was the first team to 10 points of wins, and that was Kenya's team, and they was very, very happy. For the most part, that was really it. Okay, now even Marlo and Kenya was getting along. I mean, Kenya even picked Marlo, who came late, of course. But Kenya picked Marlo to be on her team, and they played nicely with each other. They didn't, try to hurt each other. They didn't shade each other. It was a nice change of scenery for these two, okay? And then Kenya announced the reason for this was they want to be sure that they start having more fun outings. And let's have this one outing to announce another outing. So, cash trip. So it's another girls trip, and they're going to Athens, Greece. Now, Eve's like, well, damn it, I can't go because she's pregnant, okay? But she also brings up a wait. Someone isn't here because Nene is the only castmate who didn't come. But Candy then say, I'm going to invite her. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. And Kenya I feel like if it wasn't a co-hosted trip with Candy, would I invite a negative, crazy, bad chick, crazy person who's negative and is a bully on a trip? I would not, but it's also with Candy, so we're going to invite Nene. But I'm like, Kenya, sometimes you're a bully too, so girl, bye. But I do feel like I don't know if they would have had as much fun playing kickball if Nene was there. I feel like Nene would have been a bit shady. I feel like Marlo would have been a bit on Nene's side within the shade of it all. So I think it wouldn't have been as fun and free spirited if Nene was there. So sometimes Nene isn't needed. Yep, I said it. What you gonna do about it? So we see Kenya and Mark beating up, and they're taking baby Brooklyn to swimming class. It was real cute. Cause the baby liked it. Mark was dipping her in the water and stuff, dipping in and doing it and stuff or whatever. It was real cute. But we know Kenya and Mark is always real what? Real awkward, okay? So they start to discuss the whole thing about the couples night event they're having. They're having a couples night bowling event where Kenya did not invite Nene. She invited Gregg. Did not invite Nene. She said she did it on purpose because I don't like her and she has bad energy. But I invite Gregg because Gregg is fine and Gregg is along with Mark. Mark feel like I don't see the reason to not invite Nene if we invite Gregg or whatever. Like why would we separate a couple? Whereas Kenya feel like when she was in my face, we was fussing and arguing whatever, and I don't want her to be in any private, personal space with somebody who has that kind of energy. Mark then says, well, it's not like she want to fight you. I say, Mark must not watch the show. Mark must not, I mean, he either that or he didn't really. Todd must have told somebody to let Kenya meet Mark to bring the bullshit to the show. Because ain't no way Mark don't realize the tension between Kenya and Nene. But he's really like, I don't see the issue. What's the big problem? And like I don't get how my husband don't understand. If your wife has an issue with somebody, you have an issue and you should pick your wife's side. I think he just don't care. I think he doesn't care. His thing is he just wants everyone to meet, to know each other, whatever, before they have the charity event. Because the bowling event is separate than the charity event. The bowling event is just that all the guys can get together to meet one another before the charity event. So we see everybody arriving to the event. Okay, everybody's arriving to the event. I have a couple pictures I'm popping. You see Dennis and Portia. Okay, Dennis is Portia. Portia's all teeth with her man with that wrinkly ass shirt. The shirt too big. She probably grabbed him by the collar. Okay, who else do we have? What is this picture? This is you see Eva and Cynthia looking at Kenya like she crazy because Kenya was up there line. We'll get to that in 1 second, okay? I think we also had Candy and Ty was there. I may not, do I mention them? I don't. But we're going to move on. Anyway, but it was Kenya, Mark, Dennis, Portia, Candy, Todd, Cynthia, Eva is who's there. And so they all getting along and chit-chatting this and chit-chatting or whatever. And then we even have Dennis and Mark, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, you from Detroit? Oh, yeah, man, you need help on how to handle Kenya. No one needs advice from you, Dennis. You can't even handle Portia, okay? Please do not think you speak for any dudes here from the D. You not even a typical dude from the D, okay? Leave it be. I just don't do that. I don't care, okay? Anyway, we then see when Kenya and Ty get there. And they finna all start bowling or whatever. And then Portia, like, where's Nene and Gregg? Where's Tanya and Paul? Like, what's going on? Kenya then says, oh, well, they weren't invited. And they was like, what? Why not? Like, why were they not invited? Kenya then said, well, Tanya didn't come because you told her she couldn't come because Paul couldn't come. And she said, weird, because it was a couple thing. Mark was like, what? Why would you say that? Who said that? I didn't say that. This not Paul, girl. Mark thing was this was not a couples thing. It was a thing to where everyone could get together and meet each other, in person before his charity event. And he just threw Kenya right up under the bus because Kenya was lying, saying, well, no, it was a couples thing. He's like, no, it wasn't. She should not have not been invited. I'm like, girl. Mark don't like Candy because Candy was like, oh, well, you said. So Tanya didn't come. And we know she didn't really invite Nene. But the fact that Mark was like, why would you do that? Because Mark then said, but Cynthia here without Mike. How can you not invite Tanya, but you invite Cynthia, who's here? Her man only live in the state. Girl, the fuck I say, he right. We shall see what happens next. So we see everybody playing and bowling and playing, talking and chitting and talking, okay? And chit-chatting. And we see all the ladies kind of gather around, talk a little bit. Now we see Mark talking to Candy, because Candy said, well, who all did you invite? He said, well, I told Kenya to invite everyone. I told her without a couple's event and that she should invite everyone. Okay, so as the ladies is talking, Portia, Eva, and Cynthia and Candy was like, Mark don't play. Like, we don't know what Kenya be talking about or whatever. And Kenya's also a completely different person when she's around Mark. She's more, calm. Like, she ain't the boss or nothing or whatever. And you can tell that he ain't happy that she did not invite everyone. Okay, so then when Kenya walk over, what y'all talking about? You? Girl, you. And, Portia then say, I just feel like it would have been a great opportunity, for this charity event if you would have also had Paul and Tanya here, you know what I'm saying, not invite them or whatever, despite y'all unfortunate incident. Oh, was it unfortunate, Portia? Really? Was it unfortunate? Yes. You called my friend a see you next Tuesday, okay? A see you next Tuesday was definitely unfortunate. I'm like, come on now. It's good to see someone stand up for Tanya, because Tanya's so innocent and peaceful. So basically, we see Kenya tell Portia, girl, it's none of your business what happened between me and Tanya. And she was like, whatever. I'm just being honest. Because what Kenya did was, in fact, some bullshit, okay? But we come back from break, and it's as if they don't continue the conversation. It come back from breaking on my TV. All the show was everybody down bowling, having fun. Kenya twerking, Cynthia twerking or whatever. It's a whole bunch of food. It's just fun is being had and it's fine, okay? And then Mark thanks everybody for coming out or whatever. He still is being very, very, very direct and saying he wanted everyone invited. He wants everyone to come to the events. He's not backing down from that. That's what he said. That's what he meant. Okay. So then he says how to Dennis, I really want you to come. I want the guys to come to this event, to the charity event, and to speak on behalf of who they are and kind of give some encouraging words to these young men who need some encouraging words from grown men. It's a great cause. And Mark feels like he wants everyone to put whatever differences they had to the side. And he is saying it more to his wife, who we see he calls Ken. Not Kenya. Ken. Ken, calm down. Ken, chill out. Ken, stop it. Ken's a kid. I'm like, is Ken a kid? Ken is a kid, okay? And you just see the difference between how Kenya is when she's on her own and how she is with Mark. Mark does rule that house with an iron fist. I'm not saying he beating her. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is Kenya crumbles when Mark's around. She's very submissive when it comes to him, even though that's why she's such a bitch to everybody else, because she can't be that way to her husband. But, you know what I'm saying? He just like, because Kenya keeps making, well, I didn't invite Nene for this reason. And he like, that don't matter. Ken, cut it out. Stop it. And she would just, hush right up. She would hush right up. So he like, I just want everybody to be invited. We then see Nene and Gregg walk in, okay? And as we see, honey, neat girl. I say, Nene, what is you doing? Nene looked like Eddie Kane Jr., okay, from the Five Heartbeats. She looked like she would say, nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. That's how Nene looks right here. I don't make the news. I just report it. Anyway, Gregg is there and him and Mark are talking and whatever. And Gregg makes it clear when Mark asked about Gregg coming to the event. Gregg said, I can't go anywhere that my wife isn't wanted. Now, we know that Gregg, as Rock says on It's Rock on her YouTube, she said, everybody know Gregg is the professional Nene Leakes husband. But I feel like in this situation, what he said was 100% factual. Gregg was doing the one thing that Mark won't. Mark won't pick Kenya's side. Mark wants everyone to be like, we all gonna get along. Like, he not supporting Kenya in her foolishness with Nene. But it seems like Mark just don't want to deal with foolishness. He not gonna put up with it. He ain't gonna let Kenya put foolishness into nothing that he has to do with. I think that's great. You would think Kenya would learn from that. Just to not be so foolish sometimes or whatever. But Gregg made it clear my wife wasn't invited, my wife was left off, so I can't go and support anything where my wife isn't wanted and can't be there. And so Mark said no, she's okay, she can come. Honey, in this whole exchange here, look at Candy and Portia just watching it all go down. And Kenya looked so, she looked on the surface okay, but you can tell she's very perturbed. She's very upset that her husband is basically embarrassing her and making her less than, in my opinion, to have to kind of, I won't say grovel, but have to bow down to Gregg and Nene and kind of bite the bullet and say, yes, y'all can come. Yes, it's fine. But she know for a fact she don't like Nene and Nene don't like her. So my thing is, Nene, of course, Gregg would never make Nene do this. Ever. But Mark made Kenya sit there and they honey, it was just crazy. And even when Nene came in and she walked around, gave everybody hugs, which I do think was fake. I do think if you and me don't get along and you know you don't like me, you know I don't like you, I can 100% say hello to you from across the room, but we don't have to hug and we ain't gotta do all that. Nene came in all smiling, giving out hugs. Hey Kenya, hey girl. I'm not doing that either. I'm with Kenya. I'm not gonna be fake. I can be cordial, but I ain't gonna be fake. And I feel like Nene did that because she knew Mark was going to make Kenya play nice, and they all looking like Kenya with Mark is different. Kenya's a little, she's a little baby when it comes to Mark. And Mark was like, it's okay. It's all squash. This is for a bigger picture. You're welcome, right? Hands in. Everyone, yay. Mark wins it all. But Kenya's pissed. And Nene keep trying like, hey, Kenya girl, is we okay? Nene, we'll talk later. We'll talk later. And Kenya keeps giving her a very stern, we can talk later. Meaning, I can't get in your ass right now because Mark is here. And Mark does not allow me to ever get out of line. So we can't talk right now because I would have to be nice to you. I don't want to be nice to you, so we gonna talk later. But I don't have any issue with you. Nene, you do have an issue with Kenya. Period. Even, it don't matter how petty it is, y'all have an issue with each other, okay? And I feel like Nene again played fake in this scenario. You not cool with Kenya. She ain't cool with you. It's your husbands that's making it happen. Anyway, that's how I went off, I believe. I don't think anything else happened in this episode, but Kenya is pissed off, okay? Very much so. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go. Hope you liked it all, and I will talk to y'all next time. Peace.